to Brussels today for a promotion interview. Hope it went well, but afterwards I treated myself to some games. In Brussels, our capital, like I've said before, there are lots of good retro stores and video game stores. First up, I went to a place called Fnac, which is just a regular media store. It exists both in Belgium, France, and I think also in Spain you have it. And in every time in the summer they do like the sales on the games. I picked up the day one edition of the Phantom Pain for €11, 11.99, so €12. Comes from 60. The back cover is in French, but I don't mind. The game itself is of course in English. Sorry, I'm having some allergy problems. Then I also picked up the Godzilla game, the new one. It's actually pretty new. It just came out last year at the end of last year. Yeah, 2015 it says. It's nice. It says $17.99, but it also at the register it scanned also $11.99. So promotions. See, I don't know why they have it so weird on the register like that. Then I went to a new game shop I hadn't seen before, and these prices were not too bad, not too expensive, but not too cheap either. Had this amazing American copy of Ys 3, fully complete in a box, but it was asking 100 for it. It was brand new, it was never used, but you know, I just like to play my games. For me, they don't have to be like minty mint. I didn't even know this game came out on the Mega Drive. This is Rastan 2. I have the first one on the Master System, of course. This one was also released in the USA, but not in Europe. The cool thing is the cartridge, the box, it actually says Taito. And the cartridge itself, instead of saying Sega, it also says Taito, which I find cool. No manual, however. It was €20, which is a bit steep, I guess, but it goes for more online. And it's a shop, you know, it's a retro store. So let me arrange my shit for you guys. I'm sorry I'm not filming my face today, but with the allergies and everything, I look like shit. Then, in the same shop, I picked up a copy of Game Ground. I already have this game complete, mint in the box, but it doesn't work. So I had this loose game. I've been looking for a loose copy for a long time. This one looks horrible. I mean, not horrible, but damaged a bit, as you can see. He was asking 10 for it. I got him to go down to 5. So I'll just swap out the ROM boards and I'll have a working copy of Game Ground. Then I went to Old Star Games, which is a big chain. Sorry, what I'm saying is an old retro game store in Brussels. His prices used to be super, super expensive. Now that he has gone down a bit. And he has a new location, so his store is actually much more... the previous store was much smaller, so you could not see all the stock. You could never see the prices. I picked up Manic Mansion for the NES. I already have this game, but I have it in French. And this one is in English. So I prefer the English version. And it's a USA copy, which is pretty sweet because that goes perfect with my NES, my USA NES. So I'll probably trade in the French copy in the future. And $9.50 is not too bad, I think. I also picked up Gun Force, a side-scrolling shooter game for the Super Nintendo. It's a port of an arcade game that never came out in Europe or America. It's not that great of a game, but it's not that bad either. The reviews on GameFAQs said 1, 2 out of 10, but it's a solid 6 out of 10 for me. It's a bit on the slow side, but it's a nice game. It was actually ported by a British developer, not by IREM themselves. But I think well worth the 14 euros. On eBay, it goes between 9 and 15, so that's a pretty good price. He also had a copy of Gaiares for the Mega Drive loose for 20 euros. And I'm a bit sad now that I didn't pick it up, but my chance will come in the future. Then I went to a store called Pele Mele, which is second-hand bookshop, but they also do movies and music and DVDs. And they had a lot of awesome good titles, but the prices were also quite awesome. But I just had to pick up one that I've never seen in Belgium. This is actually the first time I see the Mega Drive version of Battletoads. It is complete in a box, so I don't mind paying that price. I've been looking for this game for a long time. And why I've been looking for this? Because it's easier, supposedly, than the NES version. I love the game, but it's so hard. I paid, a whopping 30 euros for it, which is cheaper than eBay, because on eBay it's between 40 and 50. But for me personally, it's still a lot to pay for a video game. You guys know I'm a cheap ass. They had some other awesome stuff like Power Strike for the Master System for 50, which I already own. They also had Renegade for the Master System for 20. I paid 30 to a friend, so 20 is a good deal. And they also had Shining Force for the US Genesis for 50 euros. And I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe I should pick it up, but 50 euros is a big price, and I'm not too big into RPGs. So I was like, yeah, the price online is also around 30, 35. So to pay 50 for it, that's just too much. So I went to another store, the second location of Final Games, where I got Rastan and Gain Ground. And there, what do I see? Ta-da! Also Shining Force for the Genesis. And the price is 15 euros less. So that's actually better. I decided to pick this one up. And there was also another game that caught my eye. It was playing just now in the Super Nintendo, but for some reason it stopped. Phalanx. And I asked the guy, well, your copy of Shining Force is not too good looking. It's also missing the manual and like this sticker on the label here. So I asked, can you give me a discount? And instead of 50 euros, I paid 45 for the both of them. So that's not a cheap price for Phalanx. I mean, it goes online for 9 to 15 euros also, but you find it here in Belgium, an American game, for 15, and then 30 for the Shining Force game. I'm not too unhappy about that. So this is my one-day trip to Brussels. A lot of sweet games. In total, I spent, I think about, so let me count it up here. 30, so 60 plus 15 is 75, plus 5 is 80, is 100, 124, and this is in total 24, a bit less, but so 148 euros. Not too bad, I would say. I got a lot of entertainment value here for a sweet price. And I don't mind paying shop prices, because the shops, they have the stock. Like All Star Games, he has so many awesome games. I could have bought there for like 500 or 600 euros. In the past, he was too expensive, but now his prices are fair, so I don't mind paying them. why not? These people, they do their best to give us great games that you can just walk in and purchase. You don't have to go online to get them. So I don't mind paying that. Well, that's it for this episode. I will be recording another episode with the stuff I found last week, so stay tuned. Probably tomorrow I will immediately upload another episode. Bye.